Yo guys, what's going on? It's Tim here. Welcome back to a brand new video here on my channel today. Now, if you didn't know, you may have seen from my Instagram, and I think I posted it on Facebook and Twitter as well. By the way, links to those in the description. I went go-karting, and there was a big moment that we're going to kind of break down a little bit in this video little bit later on. But yeah, it was a really good experience to have a go at racing in real life. I've done it a couple of times, just not recently. So I just wanted to try and get back in the car, and I had my GoPro chesting mount on. So unfortunately the footage for this one is a little bit low, which isn't necessarily what I wanted for this one. Unfortunately they didn't have any helmet mounts on with them. Yeah, nice English. But yeah, let's see how we go. At this point I'm just making sure I'm comfortable, getting ready to go racing. Basically, we had a 10-minute session, and the person with the quickest time at the end of the session, well, won. So yeah, that was basically it. And it took me a little while to kind of get into a groove, and then I think it took me a while to get into a groove. It took me about 5 laps, as you'll see from the onboard footage here. But yeah, I just really struggled for A, grip, and also just getting enough space. There were 15 of us out on the track, and the lap time, well, the best lap time there is like a 33.7. So the average lap time for us was 40 seconds. So in order for me to try and get a quick lap, I actually needed a little bit of space, but the problem is I kept spinning out or losing the back end. But yeah, let's see how we go with this one here today. Yeah, I think I went pretty well. I felt like I went pretty well, so let's have a look and see how I did. I think we're going to have audio on for the go-karts any second now. So yeah, it was an interesting experience. You can see me just trying to get used to well, having to hold a steering wheel. I haven't done it in a while. For those of you who don't know, I play racing games, so I use a pad because wheels are very expensive these days. So yeah, I use a pad for all of that. So here we go, we're good to go. And look at that, off we go. So at this point I'm just trying to figure out how we're going to go here. And just figuring out how to kind of get the quickest speed. You can see me weaving a little bit, seeing what the car will do to react to steering. First thing I noticed though, it's quite oversteery. You can see me coming through these corners as I nearly clipped the inside barrier there. So that was fun to start off with, but yeah, just kind of trying to find my groove here for it. Yeah, just really trying to find a balance within the kart and get off to it. I was the first one out, as I was the first one on the leaderboard, and straight away, I'm not going quick. You can tell that I'm just trying to get used to the circuit, seeing where I can probably take a quick exit from. But you can see I'm revving it back up here, and there's still people leaving the pit lane, so the track was completely full by the time the session started. And considering the fact that we had a tandem car on there, and also the fact that we're also going to be different speeds because we're going to be wanting to push a little bit differently, we're all going to clog up at one point and we're all going to get stuck. So that was a real problem coming into it, and we had to kind of figure out how we were going to, well, I had to try and figure out how I was going to execute that. And straight away you can see kind of underneath my arms that we've already got a guy in front of us. So I've just slowed down here just to try and get a gap so I can go on a bit of a quick lap. And then yellow flags came out as that happened, and someone had managed to spin it at this hairpin. For those of you who don't know the Gepps cross circuit, I actually didn't get a picture of it because I kind of forgot. But the Gepps cross circuit is fairly fun, fairly good. It's an indoor and outdoor, so the indoor is very slidey, but then also there was a wet patch on the first hairpin, for those of you who know. So yeah, just trying to find a rhythm. I think I hit the wall there, and that just kind of threw me off balance. And you can hear the tyres squeaking as well as we come through these corners. Thank you to my dad, who was actually doing some outboard shots, so that'll be at the end of the video, and also breaking down when I spun out. Well, nearly spun out. But yeah, there was a little bit of water on the inside of the track here, which made it very, very difficult to be able to judge if I want to go on the outside or on the inside, because if you go on the inside you're going to lose the back end, if you go on the outside you're going to lose time. So that's probably why it wasn't too quick, but yeah, there we go, first little spin in the hairpin just before we come back inside now. And yeah, just trying to find a rhythm, trying to get used to the track, and my spine was really hurting at this point because the seats were hard plastic and your back just keeps bumping against them because the car's vibrating. We have a little spin there, but also I think it might have been here, but yeah, slid it out wide. That's the main incident. Let's have a look at the outboard shot. But yeah, I was just really struggling for a rhythm. But you can see me coming through the hairpin, slide it out a little bit there, come out the final hairpin, and just slide it out into the wall. I think I tagged the wall. Let's have a look at it again in slow motion. Now I think I figured out why this happened. So you can see as the slow motion starts, I'm not turning in hard enough. I yank the steering wheel, and back end slides out, and just slide across into the wall, but continuing on in that lap, and I just spun everywhere. You'll see me here, I spin there, and yeah, that one incident really just put me out of rhythm for about 3 laps, I reckon it was, which would have been about 3 minutes depending on how quick those laps were. So I think I spun here, just trying to get a little bit of grip and find where the traction is, but there wasn't any as soon as I made that spin. And you can hear me react there as I hit the barrier once more. So I really struggled rhythm-wise. And again, tagging the barrier as I come in the hairpin, tires squealing under pressure. And yeah, that really just put me out of rhythm. I had someone on my outside, so that's why I'm trying to keep the inside line as much as possible, let him go, and then get back on the power as much as possible. But yeah, like I said, really struggling for rhythm as we get into this one. Took the inside line there to try and see how that went, and yeah, spun out once more on the next corner. So outside it was very, very difficult to judge as someone spins in front of me. That was fun. And at that point I think someone else spun behind me and was coming straight for me, so that's what that reaction was. Spun again, and yeah, I just really struggled trying to figure out where I could push, and this lap I was just completely slow. I think this lap was like a 55-second lap, but as soon as I got back on the throttle, I think I caught up to someone and got stuck behind because they spun out. But yeah, I just really struggled. I'm going to keep saying this throughout the entire thing, but I was not quick at all. I was 11 seconds off the pace, to be honest. I know I was like 5th fastest in the session, at the end of the session, but still that was nowhere where I expected or wanted to be for this session. I wanted to be pushing. I think my fastest lap was like 44.5, but I just wanted to keep pushing and try and get a little bit quicker than that, which unfortunately just didn't happen. And I spin again, someone's on my inside through that corner, so yeah, it was a great experience to say the least, but yeah, I just really struggled grip-wise, trying to execute it as best as I could. Coming through the next batch of corners now, and I'm still struggling a little bit. Yeah, as I spin out once again and had to let 3 cars go past, so I decided I might as well just slow down and try and build a gap, and we'll try and go for another hot lap. So, hear me not pushing the pedal at all. And I still tagged the wall on the outside, which wasn't good, and that's spun out. So that went well. Yeah, I was bad on this day. But yeah, just slowly trying to get into a rhythm, and it just never happened for me. So yeah, as we come back outside into the sunlight, that hairpin corner, everyone struggled at, I think. People always spun there. In fact, there was one collision. We don't have outboard footage of it, but I spun and just got slammed into the side of, which you'll see a little bit later. But yeah, everyone was sliding around, and also because the Saturday before it had been pelting with rain. It was so wet, so there was still a little bit of dampness on the outside circuit, which probably didn't help, considering that we all just really struggled for grip. But you can see I'm stuck behind my mum and my brother here, who were in the cars, in the tandem car. So I'm like, you know what? It's gonna fly conditions. I'm just gonna try and get past them, try and get on my lap. And that lasted all of 5 seconds. There's no spot. great driver, guys. Like, I really am. Wait until you see my F1 2019 footage. That's... yeah. Anyway, so I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna warm up the tyres. It did nothing. I don't even know why I decided to do that. I'm like, yeah, supercars do that. Surely it would work on a go-kart that's top speed is like 50 k's per hour. But yeah, just again, just trying to find the limits, and it just never happened. And I think, like, I really struggled on this lap, and I think I spun in this hairpin. Yep, there we go. I spun it around, and yeah, struggling for grip every single lap. So on the outside, that hole is really, really difficult to navigate if you lose the back end or have a problem. Here I spin, and you can see it go under my arm. Here he comes, and bang. Now, it doesn't look too bad from this angle, but it was a hefty impact. We spoke about it afterwards, and he got whiplash. I got a little bit of whiplash, and my spine was sore even more. So that knocks me around, and I just couldn't get back in rhythm for 2 laps. And by the end of that time, it was pretty much the end of the session. So yeah, I just struggled a lot throughout this session, and yeah, if I went back there, I hope it would be a sunnier day, because it was wet and that probably didn't help. But also, hopefully there'd be like less people on the track, because it was very clogged up, and if I pushed or lifted off for a couple of seconds, someone would be right there. As Mum and Josh decided to spin it at that hairpin as well. You'd think that they wouldn't spin as much, but they still spun, which was interesting to see. But yeah, I just in particularly struggled a lot with trying to figure out where to push and where not to. So yeah, if I was to go back go-karting, which hopefully I will very, very soon, I probably won't go go-karting like in the next year or so, but yeah, just trying to figure out. This is basically just a learning session, figuring out how go-karts work, how I can push them. But yeah, the whole thing put together just wasn't great, because whenever I tried to go for a fastest lap, I either got held up or I spun. Yeah, that wasn't fantastic either. So I'm pretty sure that the next lap was the final lap that I did for the session. So yeah, it was difficult, just trying to pinpoint where to go, where to push and not. So yeah, I really struggled throughout this entire session. Like I've said, sliding it all out into the barrier and all that. And by this time, it was the end of the session, so I just decided to have a little bit of fun trying to slide it out. And then when I was trying to slide it out, it didn't really slide out as much as I hoped. So brought it back to a crawl, and you can see the red and yellow light on the left-hand side to signal that is the end of the session. But yeah, it was a good experience. I wasn't as quick as I wanted to be. I reckon if I had A, went go-karting before, B, it was a little bit dry, and C, actually knew how to drive properly, I could have put in a pretty quick lap. But yeah, that's basically what happened. And it took us about 2 minutes to figure out what was happening, because someone else had got stuck, and their go-kart had stopped completely, so had to reboot him up, push him back, so he could try and park it up, and that took a little while. As you can see in there, slowly rolled the go-kart forward, and then we all slotted in. So yeah, it was a good experience. Like I said, there were about 15 people on the circuit for this one, which probably didn't help. Like the session before, there were 5 people, and then we decided to have 15. So yeah, that was fun, to say the least. Well, that was fun. But yeah, I'm going to stop talking now, and I'll talk to you guys after we all have a little bit of a debrief, and also our little outro.
A 44. I got
44.6. Mum wasn't that far behind you.
wow. I kept pushing so hard.
Mum did a 46.
You were like 2 minutes behind, 2 seconds behind me on your fastest. That was good. I lost the back end down here, and someone lost the back end with me and crashed into me. Yeah, that was down at that hairpin. Yeah, that was me, I think. Did you lose the back end of that hairpin and slammed into me? Yeah.
I got mad whiplash from that.
My left hand side was sore for the next lap.
We got bumped twice. We got bumped.
I lost the back end there, and I was just stopped there, and then the next thing I know, you lost it too. Well, that was an experience and a half. That collision with that guy, you would have heard us talking about it afterwards as well. But I lost the back end through that back hairpin coming through, and he's lost the back end as well afterwards. Slammed into my left hand side. He got whiplash. I ended up getting a little bit sore from that, so that will probably have a little bit of bruising in the morning. But that was good fun.
Yeah, so that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, if you did manage to get to the end of the video. Yeah, like I said, it was a great experience, good fun. So please leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this kind of content, and I'll see you for the next video. Bye, guys.
I see the light inside you, brighter than the skies. Hold on, just let us escape and fly away tonight.